Lastly, we have the systems-based and psychological/archetypal decks here. And this is where it becomes very important to note, especially as you can see sort of here in the Hermetic Tarot, that it is, you know, a Mercury in Aquarius, to make it very obvious here. And it's the Lord of Earned Success, which is how it gets its name. The idea is that you've earned the travel from one bank to the other in personal enlightenment. We also see this over here in the Labor T, where you've got the goddess Nut in the background. She's doing the Mater Triumphus. She's holding a child and squeezing a teat to sort of feed, if you will, the sage and his wish for knowledge, which is the name of the card in that deck. Here it's called Science, and I want to return to that. It's a very powerful image. Here we see in the Jungian Tarot sort of the idea of the night sea journey, the end of the day, where it's also a transformation as Jonah goes through the great fish. And if you read the poem in chapter 2 of the book of Jonah, which is often skipped over, he talks about how he's hit rock bottom. He's tasted the dregs, and he's gone all the way down, and now he's looking up to God, and he's sort of changing and repenting. Especially important, I think, is the Book of Thoth here with the Six of Swords, Science. Note the placement of the blades, especially compared to the fifth card where there's broken blades. They're all very ineffectual. These are very sturdy foils. They're also positions that in high medieval times a fencer supposedly could guard against or inhabit. They would be, you couldn't score a point on them, and so it was the defensible position. Also, there's the circle, which is absolute truth inside the reality of the square, and lots of lines of connection through networking and the spiraling pinwheels and whatnot. And so it's very much a card of theory. Also important is that all points to the rosy cross in the center. And something to remember is, coming out of the Golden Dawn, people started off as 110, and then they became 2-9 initiates, and then 3-8s, 4-7s, and finally 5-6, which is Tepereth, which is the sun, which is this card, which is right then is when they go from the third order into the second order of the rosy cross. And so this sort of is a gateway card saying they've entered into the rosy cross now for the first time. And so it has a very specific point. It's an idea about the depth and the wish for theory. And again, we see this, the idea of journeying more mentally than like a vacation.